We are apparently live. Welcome back, everyone. You can see the mess on the bench, so you know it's me. There's a TARDIS. That's another giveaway that it's me. It has been a little while. The live streams are not going to be a regular thing, but it's a special time. It's a special time, and I wanted to share that time with you. So I have a fake build to go through for you. And although it's not paid product promotion or anything else that's alliterative, I thought I'd share a few things as well. So what's happened? We've passed 1,000 subscribers, I think, since last stream. I have. Thank you to everyone that has done that. Billy the Workshop Dog is here, and he is demanding more attention by tapping objects that are near me rather than actually sort of pouring at me. Let me just adjust the camera slightly. There we go. That's going to be the working area tonight. Because of the intended future growth of the channel, I have got an issue with file storage, and I hope to try and solve that. And it's my birthday this week, so thank you to anyone that's wished me a happy birthday. Part of my birthday is what you can see here, not the keyboard. Let me just move that out of the way. But part of my birthday is this stuff, which I am hopefully going to use to store my files for future videos, because I edit an iMovie. The iMovie library on my computer is massive, and I'm actually finding the only way I can edit new videos is to actually delete the video files, the original video files of the old videos as soon as they're edited. So what I'd like to be able to do is something, provide myself some storage outside of that to be able to keep them. Because right now, if I need to get a clip of something I've done previously, I have to download it, and that's a little bit boring. So straight into it. I have, what else has arrived this week? I have some new 3D printer filament. This, if you're in Australia, is from a company called Inkstation. No, they are not a sponsor. In fact, I buy this because it's good filament. I don't buy it because they sponsor me, because I have reached out to them on 5 occasions to ask for sponsorship or to ask for a discount code or something that I could put in my videos, and they have never replied to me. So don't buy it because they're nice people, but to consider this if you're looking for good filament. That's all I say. This is T-Core PETG, which is kind of my go-to. I do still run some PLA on my Ender 3, but on my CR10, particularly for big things now, this is it. It's just set up to run that. So I'll just move that out of the way. Now I've talked about that. Okay, talking about this, I know I did a short about this, and look, I have one of my presents that's still wrapped. This is some other things. I didn't realize that Inkstation also sold storage accessories and office accessories. So this is a USB 3 SATA hard drive dock that I'm going to try and use to attach to this. I've got a second USB 3/Thunderbolt hard drive to go to this as well that I've been using on my computer as is before. So there's that. I have already shown those. I couldn't start this build until this arrived today, which is the kit with the extra flex cable and the bumpers and whatnot to attach the other hard drive. Hello, Billy. Billy wants fuss, so I do apologize. And then this. Oh, hello. There's a keyboard dongle there. So this is my father-in-law's 2012 Mac Mini that we inherited some years ago. It has a lovely layer of filth on it. So I might even let me get a cloth and just defilthify it. Look at that. There we go. Well, it's sort of, that almost looks cleaner, doesn't it? All right. So you can tell it's not pre-prepared. I did have a look. I've got 2 of these because when we got married, wife and I bought one basically to be our media PC, and when we've been married for 13 years. And it finally got replaced last year. 12 years is not a bad run for something that just basically ran 24/7. But we have the i5. This is the i7, so I thought I'd go for this one. I also have got, I better open my present for my wife. Oh, hello. My virus scanner has just decided that we need to be interrupted. Okay. I'll open my present. Ooh, I wonder what it is. It's RAM. Hooray. It's RAM for this. Oh, I think I've got a magnetic. Is that magnetic? It could be. I've got a little a little cutting mat. I might put that down there. You know what I should have got? I should have got my parts, 3D printed parts tray from the other bench over there, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to try and figure out how I can have the iFixit guide open in the other tab, or just sort of watch a video as I'm going. So that's pretty much it. I think I need an anti-static bag. So let me just get that, because I'm going to be removing the memory and then replacing the memory. I actually already have some RAM in here, but you know, I didn't have 16 gig. Not that I think I need 16 gig, but it just seemed like maybe that was a good number. Oh, I have a hard drive. I wonder how big that one is. So, some kind of memory storage. Oh, there we go. There's a couple anti-static bags that I can put my memory modules in. Now, Billy might... I don't know if the people want to see Billy. No one's online yet, so I don't think anyone wants to see Billy. Billy, do you want to see the people? Do you want to see the people, Billy? There you go. Come around here. Come around here. People want to say hello. Ready? There's the paw. That's Billy. Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Ready? Sit. Oh, he's sitting on my foot. There we go. There's Billy. He's sitting on my foot. Yeah. So for anyone that wants to know about Billy the workshop dog, he is genuinely the workshop dog. Don't let the poodle breed. Sorry, that's going to be a bit... is that going to work? Sort of. Don't let the breed fool you. He is and behaves just like a mutt. And that's okay. We love him for that. That's his job. That is your job, isn't it, mate? You're just a puppy. Okay. So, first order of business, I guess, is to... I mean, I know some of the steps for this, so I have some Torx bits there. I don't know whether that's all the Torx bits I'll need. My good friend Aussie Matt 61, check his channel out, especially if you're into making robots and stuff. He gave me this for my birthday last year, so I've got this in case I don't have any of the pieces that I need. You probably need some little spudgy pry tools, and I've got some others over there. Let's get into it. I'm not going to pretend I know how to do this. I'm probably going to, if I make a video, I'll probably just download some of the footage from this. But I will learn as I'm going. I did already have the cover off this once because there was just the hugest dust bunny in here, which was a bit funny. Maybe I might even flip the lid upside down. Just put my hard drive caddy on the floor where Jennifer Lopez wants to be. She wants everyone on the floor. Billy, what can you smell? You probably smell bugs or something. He's very interested in what's going on down there. So we need to take out these two RAM modules. They've just got little clips. I used to be techie, like not a techie, but I used to be sort of into this kind of gear of building PCs and stuff like that. I was a Windows PC guy. And I got a Mac, and for me, it just worked, you know. I didn't have to, you know, do the kind of things that I used to do a lot as a PC guy. So there's currently got 8 gig in here. 8 gig on a... So the plan is, right, the iMovie library, as I've said, on my computer that I do my editing on, the iMovie library is huge. And anything that you import into iMovie has to get saved to the iMovie library, which means you've essentially got 2 copies of it. You've got the original files, and then it gets copied into the iMovie library. And then you either have to delete the original raw files or delete it from the iMovie library. And if you've already made changes to it, it means that anything you've done in editing that movie no longer gets saved. So then I found I was deleting the original files, and then when that space ran out, because I've only got... That's the downside of Macs now. They've got sort of soldered in, built-in stuff. You can't do that. So what am I doing? I might just... Maybe I should get this on my phone. Oh, and I've started a controversy. I don't mean to. So Stefan from CNC Kitchen did a video about drawers. And I just posted this quote sort of quote, quasi quote. What do I want? I want iFixit. iFixit 2012 Mac Mini. Now, the only downside to doing this, I mean, it's doable, but you've got to take the whole thing apart. Fortunately, it is not a huge, it's not a huge process. I have had these apart before, but I haven't done it for a few years because when we got it, it had a knackered hard drive, and I think I put a cheap SSD in it. In fact, I think I can see it there. It's a 240 gig. What I've got now is the same brand, Crucial BX500. I've got a 500 and a 1 terabyte. So we take off the bottom cover, got that bit. Okay. RAM modules. Oh, they're just going to leave the RAM in there. Okay. So now these are T6 Torx. So let me just get a T6. Apparently this is a T6. Let's double check. Yep, looks good to me. So I had said about, he made some wonderful 3D printed drawer organizers. Now I am making a big change in my workshop with my drawers, and I'm making a heap of drawers to go in my new workbench, my new Mitosaur station, if you've seen the shorts. But I remember Matthias Wandel had said this line of, you know, it's great about when you make drawers and stuff like that, but the space efficiency of Chaos can't be beat. Basically, it's nice to have things nicely laid out, but to be fair, if you want to cram more stuff in, which a lot of people with drawers do, the easiest way and the most efficient way to do it, costs you less time and less materials and money, is to just cram it all in. So that's got that. All right, then I need to lift the rear section of the fan. Lift the ear of the fan nearest the RAM. That sounds wrong. But there's still a screw there. They didn't mention that screw. They've shown those ones, and then they flipped up. I think that one has to come out too. All right. Although these appear captive, so you got to lift the ear of the fan nearest the RAM. Did I even get to the end of that story? It doesn't matter. No one's watching yet. All right, lifting that up. Now there's a cable. I know there's a flex cable under here, so I'm going to orient this the same way they've got it in the pictures. So it's very much like a primary schooler's take. Hello. That had not been plugged in at all. So that should have been plugged in down there. And 'twas not. That should have been plugged in down there. Okay. Well, now we know. And who was the last person that had it open? Me. Hopefully I haven't fried anything. Do not pry on the socket or you might rip it off the logic board. Well, the socket is still there, so that's good. Okay. Remove the fan. The cowling. Okay. So we are now with the thing over this way, I believe. No. Yeah, we are. So there's a screw up here. Is this a T6? So that's a cowling screw. The issue can be with these that Apple are very good at this, that they don't always make all the screws the same length. Right, cowling screw there. And then I need to like lift this up. Oh yeah, that sort of feels like it's released. I need to lift it up like that. If you can see that I'm lifting that up. And then I've got to sort of rotate it this way. So you're going to have to lift it up and sort of pull it like that. Okay, cowling is off. I might even have to like stop this live stream at the end and rewind it to watch it again. All right, now this is the 2 antenna. Now this is so these are, oh hell, it's missing one. That's good, isn't it? So 2 6.6mm T8. Okay, so these are slightly bigger. I wish my phone wouldn't try and turn off. I don't have the time for this. Right, so that's one fan or antenna plate. All right, one. I think I remember the antenna cables were very difficult to get reattached last time, which will be a bit of a nightmare. So I'm lifting it up and I'm going to sort of wiggle it out slowly and carefully. It's still attached, yeah. So they're using some a little pry tool there. So hold on, let me go and go to my prying game. I'll just put that one over there too. Let me see if I've got a little pointy prying thing made of plastic. Is now a good time to see if these are actually ceramic tweezers. They do say they're anti-static. Let's give it a go, hey? I have some anti-static tweezers that I can. Right. So I just need to pop up on the thing, but I need to sort of wheedle this over here. Oh, and that's in the way. Right. Got it. Okay. Antenna's out of the way. There you go. There is my expert hard drive mounting from years ago. All right. Hold on. Sorry, I've got to look at my phone so it knows that it's me. So that's out. All right, logic board. So now that is that's the one hard drive connector, and there's another one there. So with my plastic spudger, there we go. That one's up. And then there is So now I need to sort of get the IR sensor wire out. I think it might be better if I can get the hard drive out. I'm trying to remember if I can do that or not. I don't see where they've removed the drive. To lift it, IR sensor cannot. How do I get under it? So we're talking about this here. So this has got to get pulled up. So I've got to get sort of under the wires. There we go. It's up. I think, yep. Okay. That's good. Now I need to remove the screws here. So that one which I already removed apparently, and that one. So it's only that one to go, and that is a T8 apparently. No, it's not. That one's a T8. Maybe that's the one that I had to pinch from elsewhere. So that's one to go in there, and then one short one and a long one. So that's a long one. So that one is, no, that's the short one, T6. This is the long one here. So this one is a 26 millimeter T6. Apparently, I don't know whether it is or not. Oh yeah, that's a long one. So I'm pretty sure that was the other one. I'll put them there because they all go in together. All right, step 15. I need my logic board removal tool, which is this little doohickey. And I can't pull it all the way out because there is a cable. There is the main power cable somewhere under here. So I need to be very, very, very wary of that. There is another little spudger there though. That's handy. Oh, hello. There we go. Oh, there's a couple of... So that goes in here, I believe. Now, I don't think there's anything else holding this in at the moment because most of this stuff should be why is it not moving there? There's definitely no screw in there. Nope. Something doesn't want to let go. Let me go back and check what I have skipped. I must have missed a step. There must be some more screws that I haven't taken out. I think this one. Nope, it's the wrong size. No, got them. Yeah, got that cable out. That one's out. And that came out. Yes. Pulled the cowling out. Antenna plate is definitely out. Yep, that's out. Hard drive cable is out. IR sensor cable is out. There was a screw there. Screw there is already out. That's already done. So it does still show that that is secured. It's part of the heat pipe, so we probably don't touch that. I might just remove that for a bit of clearance though. It's starting to move. Maybe it just needs a bit more persuasion. You do have to pull back on it. It's not sort of a pull, it's like a pull back. Okay, so then not too much strain on these. That cable should come out, and then that should come out. Now it would probably make sense for me to change the thermal paste, but I don't have any thermal paste, so it's going in as is. There you go, that's a Mac Mini. I should probably also change that battery, but how long is it really going to last? Who knows? Alright, so this is the bracket we need to get to. So we now need to set this aside, and I really wish I'd grabbed some more anti-static bags from somewhere. Really wish I had another one, but there we go. Make do. Balance it precariously. Okay, next stage is we need to rotate this power cable 90 degrees. Which way? Or maybe you just slide it, I don't remember. No, it must go this way. Maybe, oh, I have to take this thing out first. There's this little spring thing here, so we've got to get that out. Now we can rotate that. And now this whole assembly should slide out. Oh, the hand is a screw. There is a screw. That one there. Now it should be free. Hello, Billy. There we go. Okay. Try not to get a goober in it. That thing goes into a little recess in the bottom of there. Okay. That's right. That's a little grounding thing. That has to go. Yeah. Anyway. So there's our other hard drive thing. Let me just, this is probably a bit of dust in there. Sure it's all anti-static. Right. So now we have to prepare this for the new drive. I'm going to put the smaller one there in case something goes wrong and I don't lose the big drive and have to do this again. So there we go. This is a BX500 2.5 SSD. Now I have to do some bending with this, and I've got some little grommet things that I've got to fit. So I'm going to read up on that. Right. Power supply's out. Yeah. It's a bit of a faff to get it back in, but right. So what I need to do is I need to put little bumpers, it looks like, on the inside. Okay. Let's get the little doodads. Are they going to be easy to install? Who are we kidding? Of course they're not. Oh god, they're huge. Alright, I have to make sure I got these around the right way. Hello, Bill. You're a good boy. So it looks like are the grommets, they're the same both ways? It looks like they're the same. Yeah, they're domed on both sides. Okay. So let me put the grommets, I don't know, the Wallaces down here. So you got to work them through from this side. Oh, that was surprisingly easy. I know, Bill. I know, mate. You're bored, you're tired, want to go inside and sleep on the couch and dream about when you'll get food in the morning. I know. We all want to do that, mate. We all want to do that. Probably the finish on some of these isn't great, but the this is not the official iFixit kit. This is just a cheap hack copy that I got from Amazon. So I'm wondering if the hard drive cable will be the right one. Okay, so they're in. That's a good start. Okay, now it says we need to bend the ribbon cable along the dotted lines. I don't think there are any dotted lines on this ribbon cable for the bending. I will be so happy if there are. But yeah, nah, there's no dotted lines on there at all. So probably going to have to here it is. So this thing has to go in one way. Okay, so that's a good look. So it's got to go like that. It's got to go. And it's got to kind of go. Something similar to that. I'm hoping that if it's in close enough to the right position, that it'll it'll work well enough. Hopefully. There's no dotted lines to bend on like in iFixit's thing, but there's a dotted line there, and there's this little sticky dot for sticking this down to the drive. So we'll stick that down, and that gives us a bit of a better look. Okay. No, we didn't get any other tape or anything. Okay, so now use the T6 torque screwdriver to install 2 of the set screws on the side of the hard drive closest to the end the hard drive cable. So 2 T6s in that end, I guess they mean. All right. So with it up that way, it kind of looks like that. Oh, there's this side. Okay, 2 in there. 2 T6 screws in there. Even though these are not, no, they are Phillips. Now someone's going to open this Mac Mini up and go, whoop, someone's been in. But that's all right. Oh, hang on. No, I take it back because there are 2 little like grub screws. I don't know how far they go in. Do they go in all the way, or do they just go in until they are partially sticking out? See, that one's like partially sticking out, and that one's partially sticking out. So I'm going to back them off a bit. That looks about right. Let's do the same on the other side. I mean, if nothing else, this will add to my library of content that people can watch and go, what the hell was he doing? And if it works, I have somewhere to store my video files. So win-win, I think. Okay. Right, that's done. I think it's done. It says tighten the screws until they contact the end of the threaded holes. I don't know if they will contact it, but because there's nothing much in these. No, I think that's probably it. I think even if I went along here, because there's nothing in there. No. I think that'll do us. Because I think they're going to go in there, and I think that is probably ample room to sort of hang on. In fact, there might need to be a bit more. I'm going to put them through until I can see the end in that hole. I reckon that's a decent amount. Okay. enough talking to myself. Like I say, I don't know what I'm doing. I could pretend that I did, but I don't. All right, so now I got to put the bracket has to go that way up, and I'm putting the SSD in through this way. Now it's got a bit of a belly when I do that, so I guess I got to go further in. But also, this little Caduva's got a bit of flashing on it, so let me get some shitty snips. Oh no, I might have just done it. I might have just cleaned it off. Okay, so let's try again. And I guess we've got to put the screws in with the tiny little Phillips heads. Now this might pull it back in anyway. We'll see. Don't lose the screws. Another hits from the 70s. Okay. So I think that's. I'll get the actual tip on the screwdriver, but I think that's it. Tighten these up. Okay. So that's one. I have to still change the other one, but get to that when we get to it. All right. So now screws are in there. Now I need to install the drive assembly back into the case, which means it goes this way around. I think that goes like that. And I'm pretty sure if I look at this drive cable, that's going to go like that. So I think this is right. I think it probably goes like along like that, and then that. From memory. All right, we're going to install this back in the case. So we're going to put this one in. I'm going to have to pause and do a Duolingo lesson. All right. So now I'm going to go backwards. So it should be that one lines up, but that one doesn't really want to. Let's see how much of a problem that's going to be. I'm predicting quite a lot, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure these were the two that came out. Right. Yeah. Come on, look at me. Because it's actually that. Nope. Does not want to see, does it? Okay. So this is obviously not going far enough forward. It's a very fragile fitting thing. Everything's got such tiny tolerances. So now the power supply's got to go back in without getting snagged on any cables or anything else. Right. And then that's going to go and do its anti-clockwise twisty, it's clockwise twisty thing now. There we go. That's in there. Okay. And then there's another Torx screw that goes in there. This one. Alright, that one. And there's this little clip that has to go in here. If I can get it to go. Like that. Okay, that's in. That's in. It looks like that's in the right spot. That's going to be a real pain to get in. Okay, what else has got to go back in? Let's have a look. So that's back in. Yep, done that. Taking that one out. All right, so now the first hard drive has to go in. So now I'll open my t'other hard drive, my other SSD. Now that one's got to go in. Thank goodness for SATA drives, right? So these are they T6 as well? Nope. They're bigger than that. They are probably T8, maybe. Yep, they are. Okay. So they're going to come out. Don't drop them in there. Don't do that, Jim. Why would you do that? And the good news is if something goes wrong with this and it turns out that the fan issue has actually fried it, well, that's okay because I've got another one and I can have an i5 server instead. What time am I up to? 23:52. I have to pause because I have to do a Duolingo lesson. Would you like to watch me do a Duolingo lesson? This is how you keep your Duolingo streak alive when you don't do a lesson every day. Technically, this is a really good trick that my wife taught me. So go to the little weight dumbbell icon down there and go down to the story. And oh, here we go. This is pizza. Oscar wants pizza. Oh, you can tap on it. I would like pizza.
Lynn trägt 2 Pizzas nach Hause.
Oh, Lynn carries, is that 2? Yeah, 2 pizzas into the house.
Oscar auf der Straße.
Oh, but there's Oscar in the street.
Hallo Lynn. Oh, pizza.
Greedy bastard wants the pizza. Lynn has 7 pizzas. I do not think so.
Ja, sie ist von dem neuen Italiener da drüben.
Oh, they've come from the Italian restaurant down.
Ich liebe dieses Restaurant.
Oh, it's his favorite restaurant. He loves it.
Ich auch Pizza.
Oh, I would love a pizza.
Das Restaurant ist jetzt leider...
Oh, no.
Geschlossen.
They've closed now. You can't have a pizza, Oscar. That isn't shit.
Du hast 2 Pizzas. Kann ich eine haben?
You've got 2 pizzas. Can I have one?
Ich gebe dir Geld.
I'll pay for it.
Tut mir leid. Die Pizzas sind für Oma Lucy und mich.
Oh, the pizzas are for Grandma Lucy and myself.
Kann ich ein Stück Pizza haben? Nein, das ist unser Abendessen.
Oh, it's our dinner.
Bis bald, Oscar. Jetzt will ich wirklich eine Pizza.
Oh.
Oscar nimmt sein Handy.
Oh, there's his phone.
Hallo Lucy, hier ist Oscar. Was machst du heute Abend?
Oh, hello, Lucy. This is Oscar. What are you doing tonight?
Ich esse Pizza mit Lynn.
Oh, I'm eating pizza with Lynn. What a surprise.
Möchtest du mit uns essen?
Oh, would you like to eat some?
Das ist eine fantastische Idee. Danke, Lucy.
That's a great idea. Thanks, Lucy. He did want her to invite him for dinner. All right, cell phone is Handy.
Handy.
Grandma is Omar. Money is Geld.
Geld.
Ich liebe, I love.
Ich liebe
Dinner, Abendessen.
Abendessen.
So it is a lesson, but it's a quick one. Done. 86% because I got one wrong. But hey, there we go. I've kept my streak alive 5 minutes before midnight, and now we can get back to the live stream. Okay. All right. So I'm swapping over the hard drive. That's what I was doing. All right, so they're out. And then that's out. Very carefully. Oh, there's some tape on it. I forgot that. There is tape on this one. Don't necessarily have to use the tape. What I might do is put this SSD in that little hard drive carrier and have whatever SSDs I can find as the Time Machine backups. I'd even thought about maybe getting 2 and having a RAID array. All right, so I put the tape on. Why not? Let's see if I can get the tape on there. Kannst du getten the Tapen onnen? Du kannst. All right, and then I don't remember which side they came out of. They have to go in that way, so they came out of this side because there's 2 little noggins that these have to fit into. So they go back in here like this. You could probably, I think when you do the hard drive changeover, it doesn't get you to pull all this stuff out, but you do have to do like a balancing the hard drive on a credit card type maneuver. So now there's a couple of little dingles that this has to dingle into. That can be a bit of a faff to get it to go in. So I think, let me just sort of flip it up there so you can see there's 2 little dingles that it's got to dingle into. And they're quite sort of, there we go. That's it. That's in. This is the bit I'm dreading. I'm dreading that connector, the white. I'm dreading all the connectors. Right, let's have a look. Where are we up to? All right, I'm going to get the board back in. I'm going to slide the logic board back in far enough to be able to plug that in. This will be, I predict, quite the painful experience. But here we go. Let us see how we go. We're going to very carefully slide it in. I don't know if I can. I almost want to get this out to give me more room to plug this in. I don't know if it's really going to give me much room, but let's try. Maybe if I look at it from this way and sort of hold my tongue right. I can really see that I've got it. It actually goes quite a lot further down than you would think. everything is trying to move at the same time, which makes this really tricky. That is actually it, right? Right, that is the connect. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to take this back out, just so I can make sure I am trying to get it on the right thing. So the socket is here. It's under there. So it's genuinely like all the way under. Yeah, I know, Bill. I'm sorry. I'm hurrying, dude. I just like to be able to sort of see it while I'm trying to plug it in. Oh, did I get it? I think I got it. Let me get a spudger on it. There we go. Okay, so now, apart from all the cables being in the way, okay, so now, while that's nearly in, I'm going to put this back in, because this is going to involve standing it up again and dropping it into those doodads. So let's, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to put this in first, get these cables connected, and then I'm going to drop it in. So I'm going to get this all the way home, I think. That's it. And I'm going to try and connect that one. And then I'm going to connect this one. That one. Okay, that one's in. So now I'm going to drop this one in. I'm going to stand it up to do it. When I've done this before, this is kind of, it's not just sort of the best way, it really has become the way. There we go. And then that one goes on there. That's connected. That's the fan connector. The Wi-Fi one. Oh, that's going to be horrible. Okay. Okay. What do we got next? Power connector. Yep. Sliding thing. All right. So now I've got two screws. One there and one there. Oh no, that's where the board holder went. All right. So I've got one there, one there, one there. So that one is this one. a 16.2. Right, these are two T6s. So the 16, or the long one, goes this side down here, which is this one, that I thought was a fan screw. No, that's the really long one. The really long one goes down here. And I think that's the one I took out thinking it was a fan screw. Maybe. I'll find out when I go put the fan back on, won't I? No. No. Ah, well. That can't be it. Gotta be a different one. Never mind. Alright, next. IR sensor, that's already back on. Hard drive connectors are already back on. Oh, the antenna. Oh, okay. I gotta try and remember which way it was. I had it like down here when this was connecting. You need to sort of have it pointing up. Like, trying to get this at the right angle sucks. I used to think, oh, well, people just sort of mash it in there with their finger. Must have had really small fingers. It's like a nanomillimeter. And the slightest freaking hair of difference gets it from nearly there, to not even close. I thought I had it. I remember this taking the longest time when I was doing this many years ago. So there we are. Oh, that's a better view. Oh, shit, did I get it? Did I get it? Bugger me. I think I've just got it. Okay. So then you got to spin this back around with that wire under there. And that's got to go down like that. And if it doesn't frickin' line up perfectly, it's that wire's fault. You gotta jostle it into position. Yeah, you have to keep fussing with it until it's right, because you don't like it if it's not. See, it's right there, and it's almost right there, and that is enough for it to freaking not want to work. And I think that's why that one got left out. I think I was going, fuck it. Almost right is right enough. So that's, I can't remember which ones. They're the big wide ones. So this is the one. It's this chap, I reckon. Wrong Torx bit. Yeah, that'll do us. Right. It's going to be the fake server. I mean, let's be real. Yeah, that's horrible. Horrible. The two T8s there. These big ones. I'm going to go into there. Oh. Shit. I might just take that one out. Nope. See, I don't want to go down. Bastards. All right, let's try again. You can tell when the real struggle starts because they stop talking, don't they? What I need is something to just sort of hold that up. Oh. That's better. That's grabbing it. A bit of cardboard is your friend. And then with that done, it's actually a little bit more surprising how well these line up. But that one lines up way better than the other one, so go with that one. Okay. Oh, I'm not looking forward to the fan connector at all. That's going to suck. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, the ducting's got to go back in. The ducting has to go. It goes back in like that, doesn't it? Goes in there. Right, I think. And then the fan goes on like that. Alright, how do I? Okay. I think I found where my missing screw is. It's got to go through there, doesn't it? Oh, it was a T6. Okay. Still in. Still in. Still in. Okay. Here we go. Wow. Okay. Memory of a Mac Mini that might work. I don't actually have any way that I can show you this working because I'd have to disconnect the camera. Well, maybe what I'll do is I will put these modules in. I think they're the right ones. We'll see. I'll put these modules in and we will test if it does anything at all. And then you'll know if it's been a complete success or an utter failure. All right. So I'm going to, well, I can probably I can power it on, can't I? With that, be interesting to see if the fan runs. To be fair, have I got? Sorry, Bill. I need a jug cord, don't I? Not a jug cord, a 12-volt figure 8 cord. Do I have one of them? Probably bloody not. No, I'm sure I've got one. Give me a minute. Talk among yourselves. That's a Philips TV cord. Bloody figure 8 cord. Where would I have one? 1 minute. Hold on. Billy Bill. Cables. What have we got in cables? Cables of what do? What do we need to do today? Yeah. Right, we need some 240s. Idiot. Select adapters. No. That's not what we want. 240-volt cords. Let's have a look over here. Our cords are all at 12 volts. Okay, power supplies. Chunky. There are a bead on it. Okay. Someone really didn't want any interference. That is a chunkster. I think I'll just go with the standard in case those loops are detrimental to its health. I don't really think they would be, but here we go. So we're listening for a bong, aren't we? That's the it's not a bong, it's a chime, man. Here we go. Hold it so you can see if the fan runs. I guess it's a start. Not sure if it's actually doing anything. We'll put the cover on it, and then I guess you'll have to watch the YouTube shorts to see what the next stage is. Everyone that might be watching this, so you'll have to check out the shorts video that I will post about what happened when I plugged in the monitor. All right, this has been the fake Mac Mini server. See you later. Keep your bananas where you can see them.